Hello, Sweetie Pie. I am sorry to tell you this, but you cannot relate. Everything that gym people say, everything that gym people do, you cannot relate because you're always doing the opposite of what other people are doing. You're always that one person who's just, when they say we must wear pink in a party, and then you come wearing green. I'm sorry that you cannot relate. You cannot relate. Let me put you down in a good position so that I tell you the things that you cannot relate of. You are a terrorist. You are not meant to be in this place. You are not meant to be in this cycle. This cycle is not yours. You had your time from Jan up until now. You should have been relating right now, but right now you cannot relate to anything that gym people have to say. When they say, oh, today I ate 7 eggs, or today I ate 6 eggs, you're acting surprised, like you're surprised yourself that how can a person eat 7 eggs? You cannot relate to those kind of stuff. You just cannot relate. Maybe if you would have started from Jan up until now, it would have been you saying, okay, I eat 12 eggs or I eat 20 eggs a day. It could have been you. But you cannot relate to anything. When a gym person says, oh, today I was doing leg day and I cannot walk up the stairs, I cannot sit down, I cannot sit on the toilet because my legs are just hurting. You're acting surprised, you're acting all like, what's the fuss about doing leg day? Like, what's happening? You're just lost because there's nothing to relate off. There's nothing to relate off. You're not familiar with those kind of stuff. When a gym person says, oh my word, today I am going to do back day because I want to be snatched. You're surprised, how am I going to be snatched if I do back day? How is back day going to help me snatch my bag? Like, how is it going to help me be snatched and look like an hourglass? Like, you're all over the place. You're surprised. You're like, oh, how is that going to help me have a smaller waist? How is that going to help me like remove my flaps from the bag? You're acting all surprised because you're not familiar with the whole situations. You're just not familiar with the whole situations. You were supposed to be familiar by now, but you kept postponing from Jan up until now. And looking at the time right now, I'm afraid and I'm very scared for you. But I think you can make it if you start now. But anyway, it's not about that. The fact that you still cannot relate is a big issue. When gym people talk about, oh, I'm going to drink a protein powder, or I'm going to drink something like what's this? They once sponsored me with it. What's this? And it tasted awful. What's the name of that thing? Let me try to think. What was the name of that thing? Anabolic? I'm sorry, I cannot remember the name of it, but I did not like it. But when people talk of those kind of things, you'll be like, oh, but they're bad for the body. They are drugs, or they are things that are going to be helpful for the body. How do you know? Because you've never been there. You've never drank one. How do you know? How do you know it's damaging the body, or you're damaging your liver or whatsoever? Although there are some research talking about the liver or kidneys being damaged, you might be right on that, but it doesn't mean you're fully right. You're not familiar with it. You cannot relate. You cannot relate to anything. When you see girlies at the gym wearing nice fits, wearing compression shirts, wearing their nice crunch butt lift ties, when they're wearing the nice sneakers, when they got their makeup done, when they got everything figured out when they come to the gym, you're acting all surprised. You're surprised because you're not familiar with the whole thing. You start talking about this is not a fashion show. You start talking about no, you're not supposed to wear like that. You start talking about why do you wear makeup when you come to the gym? Is there a need for a person to wear makeup when they come to the gym? Like, what's the fuss about it? You're acting all surprised and you're being judgy about it. How are you supposed to know? Because you're not familiar with it. You cannot relate. You don't relate. Let the gym girlies wear what they want to wear. Let them put on makeup if they want to put on makeup. Let them wear what they want to wear. And let them smell good. You look good, you feel good kind of vibes. So how are you supposed to relate when you're not familiar with the whole chapters of being a gym person. Maybe if you started earlier around January, up until now, you would have been familiar with the whole gym situation, saga, everything, but you're not familiar with it. And I'm not judging you. It was your decision to make. Nobody stopped you from doing what you wanted to do. Up until now, the ball was in your hands and you let it stay there instead of shooting into the net. Who am I to say I judge you? Who am I? But for the fact that you cannot relate, I guess it is what it is. While you're out there not relating to anything, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to relate at all. You can just sit back and watch other people do it for you. Hey, okay? So, don't worry. You're good. And you know what's more interesting and what's more triggering for you is when you see like those gym people posting their pictures and posting their nice pictures, all abs, all shredded, all toned, everything. You think about show off. You think about if they're showing off, they're probably trying to get like attention, things like that. No, they're not trying to do that. They're trying to show you that you can do it too. And they're showing you that yes, I worked for every single part of my toned body. So I'm gonna show it to you whether you like it or not. You can hate from afar and still watch me. Attention from who? Attention from who? Attention from who? No, they're not trying to get attention. They worked for it. If I worked for something, I'm gonna show it off. It depends on what kind of thing am I showing off. If it's the physique, I'm absolutely going to show it to you, to inspire you, to make you envy me, for you to just watch and not like. And it really doesn't bother me. If you cannot relate, don't be a hater. If you cannot relate and you're not familiar with the game, don't be a hater. Haters are not supposed to be here. Anyway, salute.